Welcome back from the break. This is still Women in Business. I'm Kem Chadorin, and this is Smart 24 TV. Women in Business, still carrying out the series of Women in Tourism. And on our guest today is a very special guest as well. We do have Mr. Bernard Mujuni, and we also have Olivia, all from Nyunguya Mawe, which is really doing well in regards to promoting domestic tourism. And whereas there are so many other different areas, we are very interested in this particular space because they've integrated so many different things. And there's quite a lot, which you're going to actually talk about, the greening as well. But also they have different aspects. They started off just with the tree planting, which was really the idea, investing for retirement. But then it has grown, and they keep growing and keep growing. And whenever we bring these different inspiring journeys of different guests, please pick a leaf. This is workable. If you have a woodlot somewhere at home, please do something about it and expand it. Be creative. Women in Business. Mr. Mujuni, when you talked about all these different areas and how they are linked together, this is quite woodlot.
Yes.
Yes?
Thank you, yes.
This is woodlot.
Yes, Maureen.
In fact, let me even take it back to the other side. You know the implications of predominantly starting off a business or a particular space such as this with wood. The termites, the rain, the rotting. How do you manage to maintain this place? How do you manage?
Okay, we have a full-time carpenter.
Yes.
He's always around. So you find that these are the same trees that we use to maintain
To
the ones,
repair.
to repair the ones that are broken, the ones that are eaten by termites.
Yes.
Yeah.
And is it, I think it's a better decision, it's a much better business decision than actually getting someone, calling in someone. This one is purely residential. That means at any one time, if there is anything that happens, he is always on the lookout.
Yeah,
And he
immediately.
will immediately.
Before even sometimes something has happened, he has already seen it.
Yes.
Yes.
It's huge. It's a demanding job.
Yeah.
You know? What about those particular areas whereby, for example, you are still expanding, a client comes in, because they're routinely giving you feedback, and then saying, oh, this time we want more fish, please put some fish, yes? And now you decide to put a fish pond. Do you also get, someone to come in particularly for that? Or it's more or less anyone can do it? Do you have specific people for specific areas?
Yes,
That is how it works for you?
yes.
How easy is it to get labor? How easy?
Okay, sometimes it's hard because of, like, if you're recruiting people,
Yes.
it's kind of a bit hard because you have to bring in a person and you train the person.
And then they leave tomorrow?
Yes, in most cases.
The turnover is very high. They leave the next day.
Yeah, people get tired. There is a time someone can come and work only one day and say, I can't handle. So
Are you
a person
serious?
leaves, then at the end of the day, you have to get in someone.
Yes.
Yes.
I have had that one, especially when I've been talking to other women in business, some of the challenges that they have had the most is actually the labor.
Yes, labor.
They spend a lot of time training these people, and then they are zapped. I call it zapped, because one day they are there, the next day they are not there.
Because you can even train them. Someone cannot handle a client, cannot handle a client's complaint. These clients, you need to handle them.
Yes.
Even when you see someone is in wrong, but you, as a waitress or a waiter, you have to be humble.
Yes.
Yes.
I know this is your profession, you studied for it as well. There is something very key in customer relations. Yes? And Olivia, I know you went through all that, and you're very keen on it, because I had a conversation with you earlier and you were stressing it. We also know that in most cases the Kenyans have taken up quite a lot of jobs in the hospitality industry because of the way they professionally attend, yes, to the services and the business at hand. Do you see Ugandans changing in the way that they are carrying out their hospitality duties, or they are still ekiba kibe ekyakulese womala genda? Is it still that attitude?
Not all that.
Yes.
Yeah, people have tried to improve. Because I think everywhere that you go, where they teach or where people carry institutional and hotel management,
Yes.
they always guide you how to handle and how to manage.
And when you were coming into this, because I am fascinated, are confident, you are young, yes, a very young female, and you are in charge of so many different departments. I want to know, why aren't you out there slaying with other girls of your age and you are here working up to up to 2 a.m.? Because I've had conversations with some other girls who say, no, 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 as for me, I want to work up to this. I must have 3 million. I have to have this. So what is it about the young girls today, yes, that you are, that sets you apart, that you are noticing?
Okay, young girls
Yeah.
are just crazy. Something small can make them crazy.
Yes.
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 So, as for me myself, if I'm to see that part, I'm chasing something to see
Yeah.
how my future is going to be.
Yes.
Because these days you see people are messing up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you'd want to tell the girl out there who's, I want you to look into the camera, the young girls, because they wait too long to start, and then by the time they go to start, they've wasted almost 10 years.
Yeah.
Yes? Now imagine you have been here for 3 years, Olivia. Yes? You are way, way, way ahead of so many girls who are still waiting at home, waiting for their parents to do something for them, waiting for the supposed boyfriend to come and give them something, waiting for the supposed future husband to give them millions. You know, I want you to look into that camera and talk to that young girl outside there to please set her future right now. It's very important. Yes. Please talk to her in just a few words.
Okay, as young girls, we have to work hard. It's all about working hard. There's nothing that comes in a silver plate.
Yeah.
So you have to work for your future, because something can happen. Yes, you can get a man, but you may not settle. And you may give birth to many kids and you cannot handle, because there's nowhere you can get money. Yeah, so if you have your something and you know this can help me, you can push.
Please notice, women in business have different complex issues that surround them, that affect them. One of them is breaking the norms, the societal norms. Whereas we always thought that we were there to be taken care of, things have changed. Young girl out there, if you are watching this, take charge of your life. Take charge of your life, learn to plan for it, learn to work hard. Every woman in business is trying the best she can. Start young, start early. Mr. Mujun, you have heard these things. When you are working with a young adolescent, this is an adolescent, I believe. Yes? This is a young female, let us say that. Yes, this is a youth. Right now we know that there's quite a lot of youth that are always out there, and they are, they are grumbling, they are complaining, but none of them is taking the initiative to come out and actually say, I am competent in this, I am looking for this particular job, I will do my best, and I want to do it right now. What are you seeing right now in regards to the
I
youth?
think it is a very, very big challenge to do with the systems in place. We have a board of directors at Nyungia Maui. We have seen Olivia grow, and we've tested other people who have come with totally different expectations,
Yes.
with personal interests, but not those of Nyungia Maui. But Olivia came in, first of all, as an intern, and she has risen through internship to middle level, now to team leadership, to management. That is the best way you can groom leadership. We've observed her, tested her up, strength, and she's such a very strong woman. You see her in her simplicity is a lot of strength.
Yes.
Of course, you get challenges. She gets challenges. She has this male. By the way, the male are not a problem.
Have you
Be-
complained so many times to him? Why
no,
is
no,
he?
no, 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 no. Because men are not a problem. The problem are ladies who want to undermine their fellow lady. They think she's young. They think what. But you give her the support as a board, as
Yes.
management, and she makes the decisions, and you comply with that.
Yes.
That is very intentional when it comes to supporting young people, women in leadership. They must be mentored. You must give them the support. The ecosystem must be supportive. And two, people in entertainment and hospitality industry, you must put up systems that are strong social safeguards.
Yes.
Social safeguards,
I
you
was
know
going to
what
ask
I'm going
about
to tell
that.
you that.
Yes.
You don't tolerate anything to do with the sexual abuse. Anyone who tries, they lose the job.
Yeah.
That one is a no compromise at Nyunge Mawe.
And I was going to even ask you,
And,
yes,
and
about the stereotyping.
yes.
About
And
the stereotyping.
yes. Those,
Anyone who finds sometimes a
that
young,
is
beautiful
a
young girl.
no-go area. Whether you are a manager, your fellow staff, and you do sexual harassment, you're out of Nyunge Mawe.
Yes.
And very, very,
You're very keen on that.
yes, it's a strong no-go area for us. We do it, but also do it for our clients, because our clients can be excited, they can be vulnerable.
Yeah.
You must protect your clients. They are our point of focus number one.
Yes.
And so if you can't protect yourselves as workers, how do you protect your clients? This
But
must
Pastor,
be,
we've
yes,
seen so many posts in different public spaces, and they
yes,
say keys left in the car at owner's risk. Yes.
yeah,
So isn't that still the same mentality? Come in here
yeah.
at owner's risk,
Oh,
at your own risk. You're
yeah,
an adult. Is that
yeah.
what happens?
No, I don't know what that would mean,
Yes.
but for Nyunge Mawe, one area that we focus on is to make sure that people enjoy their freedom, but within a particular space which is safe for them. Because there are risks for criminals. Someone can come as just an enthusiast, and he raped someone in the forest. The
Yes.
forest is a wild place. You don't
Yes.
know. Someone could drink and be excited, and they take advantage of them. So we make sure that our security, and of course, why we were rocking during COVID, because we had a lot of security concerns here, and we had establishment. So our people knew that they were secure.
Yes.
And so that runs through the veins of a forest. Anywhere where you have a forest,
You
there
must
are
be very keen on
reptiles, there are snakes, there are anything in the wild.
Yes.
Dogs, wild dogs can come in, even cats can scare some people. So you must make sure that your clients are very, very, very safe.
Very safe.
Yeah.
I would like to know about because I know this, you're very deliberate about greening. Yes? We've talked about employment. Yes? We've talked about safety. We've talked about the utilization of dormant resources. Whereas most of the people have forests lying around trees. Yes? Saying, oh, I've put my trees there and let me throw my money there, and then later on I will harvest at the right time when I am old, blah, blah, blah. But now we are looking at a different take. Yes, that is actually increasing domestic tourism, where people are harnessing these different resources, the trees that were initially a dormant place. And in these places, especially when you go up country or even anywhere else, these are places whereby the thieves go and hide things.
Yeah, exactly.
We are talking.
Yeah.
The thieves go and hide things.
They are the drug-
Then they tell you, that is where the thieves normally hide, or
and
they rape,
substance
or
abuse, yeah.
yes, and all that. But now we get to see a place such as this that is actually turning these trees into a different space altogether. Would like to know about the trickle downs, because you seem to have
yes.
an integrated,
Yeah.
Something that is cohesive.
All right, Maureen, thank you so much for this question, because hitherto people have been planting trees, waiting for the trees to grow
Yeah.
old and harvest and sell and make money. But there has been also a threat that, what if I die before the trees are mature?
Yes.
What if? And so people have been harvesting trees before they even mature.
Prematurely.
And that compromises sustainability, that compromises climate change, and also, of course, you can't get value for money. Early harvest doesn't give you. But the way we approached it in terms of sustainability is that, yes, monetize the trees as they grow. Make money as you wait for the trees to grow to whatever level.
To maturity.
But even if they mature, but they are still giving you money, you don't need even to cut the trees.
Yes.
Conserve for the future generation.
Because if a milk is giving you, if a cow is giving you milk.
Exactly. Why do you cut
Why
it
do you
and slaughter it?
Yes.
So we've said, yes, sustainability becomes an issue, conservation becomes an issue, and there are so many forests and opportunities, green jobs. These are green jobs, by the way, because young people, if they are helped to have a reality check to know that they have potential around them. That actually where you are getting bricks in the swamp, you
Yes.
can do a fish pond and get millions 10 times.
Yes.
And for the rest of your life, instead of getting bricks and once the soil is over, the clay soil, then you
Then
say,
you're done.
no, you no job. Instead, turn it into a fish pond.
Yes.
Then women who are doing harvesting basket inputs from the swamps and from the wherever, they will protect those valleys, and you will have all the swamps. Then Tobazi will be protected by women because that's where they harvest inputs for their baskets and mats. So
Yes.
these are the areas where we need to have a reality check as a country. And His Excellency the President has been calling and knocking at people's door every day and night. Now there is a directive.
Yes.
Do we need to stress the head of the state to reach a level of a directive? You want him to be in the field inspecting swamps, enforcing? No. We can look at the blue jobs. These are green jobs and blue jobs. Blue jobs are into tourism.
Yeah.
Young people, this is just almost paperless capital, low-hanging fruits,
Yes.
where they can mobilize them into green tourism. Bus drives on the road. You have seen them climbing hills and
Yes.
rocks.
Yes.
These are green jobs. These are, tubing the Nile.
Yes.
Then water is there. Uganda is water endowed. We have lakes, we have rivers. Tourism alongside these avenues can just spark employment that you have ever seen before.
I think to me, what I love about the women in tourism and getting into this particular niche is that there are awesome opportunities.
Yes, exactly.
There are opportunities my mind didn't even conceive.
Yeah, yeah.
I see people doing things and I'm like, why didn't I think about that? And I'm very sure there are so many people that are watching
Maureen,
today.
let me tell you one thing.
Yes.
One more thing before you go into another one.
Yes.
Just having cottages in a banana plantation,
Yes.
cottages in a coffee plantation, some people have done it.
Yes.
Cottages in, all these areas are opportunities where people can explore a green economy.
Are you hearing?
You can imagine.
Can you imagine? Cottages, who would have thought of
Yeah,
that?
yeah. In a banana plantation, and you give people a banana setup.
Yes.
And you just do community cycling.
Yes.
The road network here is good for cycling.
Yes.
Just all you need is 5 bicycles, and you say, I will be hiring them. Let me just go to the social media instead of doing TikTok, and you start, nyash, 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 nyash. Please attract people to cycling, community cycling.
Yes.
And then you'll see revenue streams coming.
So they're uncountable opportunities.
Exactly.
People, please wake up. There are uncountable opportunities in this particular niche, wherever you are. We have just been talking about the different, whether it is a woodlot, such as utilizing the trees that are here. Ben has just mentioned that you can even put up those little cottages, yes, within your different banana plantations back home. And I was just thinking right now of the different things that I remember. I was coming from the place in which you come from. Yes, that is Teso area. And I remember watching some of these vast areas and the different swamps there and seeing all this land that is untilled and unutilized. And I thought to myself, I said, but people are saying they are poor, right? They are crying about the food shortages. They are crying about the drought. Is there any other thing that can be done? And now look at this. Who better to go and sensitize some of these people about this niche, this tourism, and about the monies that are inside? Because this is the area that you're in, and this is the area that right now pays you, and this is the area that you are passionate about. So I think as Ugandans we should rally up, because guess what? Domestic tourism is actually what makes tourism sustainable. Sustainable tourism development. That is where it starts. Why do you think it is so belittled? I mean, like, there's not quite a lot of emphasis on domestic tourism. Why? Why aren't people from the top pushing so much? Why do
I
you
think they are not taking it serious.
Why do you think they're not taking it serious? Let's just think in our minds. Why? Because this is a niche that is untapped. It trickles down faster, yes? And then also enables others. Because if someone comes down here and they get to see all these different opportunities, it trickles down. it is upscaled. Someone will pick it up, take it to Kalaki, another take it to Gulu, another take it, and then you find all these different areas in which there is possibility for employment, there is possibility for greening, there is possibility for all this. So why isn't it being pushed as just Ben?
I
Give us
think
some take.
we are reading from the traditional hymn book. The traditional hymn book of tourism is the Rwenzori, national parks, game reserves,
Yes.
source of the Nile. You go and find the same infrastructure, but the social infrastructure has changed
Yes.
to climate tourism. You see, climate tourism means that when fire is burning in Europe, you let people know that fire has never burnt the grass-thatched cottages in the entire northern Uganda to finish up a village for
Why?
time immemorial.
Yes.
And you say, why? It's because of the climate, because of the community, and bringing the aspect of community tourism.
Yes.
You see, community tourism is a huge resource. Just culture and identity tourism is a big niche. But you need all the resources, all the budgets are being put all to do oil roads, tourism roads, instead even of calling them people roads so that people can use them to do business. I think we need to change the nomenclature.
Yes.
Even the way we brand, we package our infrastructure.
Yes.
The roads in Bunyoro are not tourism roads. They are not oil roads. They are people roads so that people can access
Can know.
markets
Yes.
and then grow tourism. So I think we need to have a reality check and look at the knowledge economy that we are into. Uganda should be moving towards a knowledge economy. And this was, it was emphasized by His Excellency the President at one of his Labor Day speeches, that this country should focus on knowledge economy because that is a resource that one can never. Europe doesn't have minerals. It doesn't, most of it doesn't have oil.
Yeah.
Japan doesn't have any minerals, but they have the knowledge. It's their economy.
Yes.
And we have this African identity, we have knowledge, we have culture diversity. We should be marketing this
Yeah.
as content.
Yes.
And this is where the youth do not need even any other resource but being aware of where they come from and what they can sell outside there.
I like the fact that the youth are very bold.
Yes.
That they are very go-getting. Yes, they're go-getters. And whatever, if they feel that there is a hope, a promise for livelihood and interest, they will not hesitate. Isn't it? We're very keen as women in business on mentorship as well. Have you been mentoring some of the youth that come to you, Olivia, asking you, how can I do this? How can I do this better? How do we start? Have you carried out any mentorship so far?
Yes.
Yes. And what specific areas are you actually helping them through?
Okay, maybe starting a business.
Yes. Especially in this particular niche?
Yes.
Yes. And what is their main concern? What are they saying that their main challenge is?
Okay, the main challenge, like how to start it, it's always, I think, a problem. Because someone tells you, I want to start this business, but how should I start it?
Yes.
What are the
Yes.
things I should get? Oh, how
Yes.
is it supposed to be?
Yes. You have mentorship systems here?
Yes.
You do?
Yes, with Chef, we have what was it called? The restless, something like restless chef or something.
Yes.
Yeah, and we call in the chef, people who have nothing but desire.
Yes.
We don't need any qualification. As long as you want to be the chef, you come in. This is the second cohort, I think. We are taking 5-5.
Yes.
And if we find you are very, very nice, we retain you.
Yes.
But if we find that you don't have the space to retain you, we let you fly away.
Yes.
Yeah, so we so much look at mentorship as a sustainability aspect.
Apart from, we're going to wrap this up. Apart from the different challenges, I know that you have met in people overbooking and then underbooking and not turning
Oh,
up.
yes.
What has been your number one challenge? Just two challenges, very quickly, that you continue to find in this particular business.
Okay.
Yes.
So when you talk about bookings,
Yes.
yeah, someone can book like in advance, like 2 weeks back. Then when maybe the day has reached, someone calls you and tells you, I've got an emergency. Then you say, maybe it's okay, let's postpone it to the coming week.
Yeah.
When next week comes, someone will even accept. Next week comes, someone tells you, can you refund back my money? I can't make it.
And Just like that.
Yes.
And you have already held on to the others that other bookings that you have cancelled.
Yes.
So isn't there a clause? Yes, because I know there are some other hotels that do it where you say if you have not utilized this particular booking within this particular time, it will be given out.
Yes.
Isn't there a clause?
Well, Nyungi ya Mau is very, very pro people.
Yes.
Once you have already paid, you lose 30%.
Oh.
Once you have already paid.
Yes.
But some people book without paying. And we reserve. Of course, that is a careful kind of thing.
Yes.
That anyone who comes and pays faster will take the space.
Yes, it's first come,
So,
first
but
serve.
that is how it works. This industry is very interesting. People come in at any moment of the night, of the day, and they want the space. And we don't want to turn them off. By the way, we have the biggest camping area, probably, that you can find. So we encourage even campers. Last week, we had so many people coming here to camp. And they enjoy the campfire, they go camp and stay. So we want it to be as affordable, as experiential as possible.
What has been your number one challenge? Just two challenges that maybe. I know the moment you start a sentence with
that one.
"oh," that
Oh.
means that means it's
Okay.
another thing
One
altogether.
biggest challenge is power, electricity.
It's on and off.
On and off, but very expensive. It's a 3-phase
Yes.
industrial. They lock up the meter. You don't know your bills, how they run. They always send you the statement on your account to pay. You understand?
Yes.
You even if you don't use it, you
will
still
find-
find the same figure. Even if it's always on and off and you're using a generator, still the same figure. So I think there is something wrong. Something is fundamentally wrong. And this cuts off the whole effort of young, enterprising, grow up and, start a business.
Because of the costs.
Because of the costs of operation.
Yes.
And this is a big threat to the industrial growth. So whereas the broader aspect of government is about job growth, encourage everything, this can just negative every other effort we are making.
And this is it normally impacts heavily upon the local.
Yes.
The local employers.
Exactly.
Actually.
Yeah. Because then you start cutting costs.
Because others have
victim-
concessions, the ones coming in from different countries.
The
They are
biggest,
normally given all
the biggest
this.
victim is always jobs.
Yes.
To cut costs.
Yes.
Because the people who supply you utilities are very unsympathetic,
Yes.
for lack of a better word. Even if you cry, they keep looking at you.
Yes.
They don't. You deal with the systems, and
They want
I have
payment.
not seen the kind of unperturbed and concerned to the business person like utilities. It's quite unfair.
It's unfair.
Yeah.
And it cripples.
It cripples.
It cripples the
There's no
economy as
relationship.
well.
It's very transactional. So whereas here you're busy, customer care. You want to, where you're paying money, you need to be respected.
Yes.
Yes, because I'm paying you, and therefore you survive on me. Why would you be rude to me? Simply because the system is already fixed.
I want you to just look into that camera right now. And one, especially when we are looking at the youth, and the youth right now are some of the
Barrier to
main.
employment.
We're even now talking about the drivers of domestic tourism. The youth are coming up together under different platforms. They are pushing. They are pushing like crazy.
Oh, yeah.
These people are rabid. They are beyond passionate for domestic tourism and would want to harness that passion and that energy. Even as you are within this niche, yes, hardworking woman in tourism. I want you, Olivia, to look into that camera and stress, just in one or two words, about what the other youth, especially the women, the young girls out there, should be looking at as they enter into tourism. Yes, just quickly.
So as the youth, what we have to put in mind, start some small business. By the time you get to know, you've moved somewhere far. Yes, to earn a living, you have to focus on something, not just going out, you spending a lot of money. Some of them can even spend 1 million
By the
in
way.
a day.
Yes.
Then tomorrow comes, you're regretting, if I wish I knew I would have used this money to do this and this, but it has gone, it has gone. Yeah, you can't get back to it.
Yes. And there are so many girls who waste a lot of time, a lot of their time. That time to me hurts me quite a lot because that time would be used. For example, right now you've been here for 3 years, right? The stuff that you have learned, the skills, the attitudes, all these things that you have learned here, you are way ahead, better than someone who has been seated at home on social media, WhatsApping and playing around. I want you to please encourage these girls here to work. Please encourage them in just a few words.
Yeah, I would encourage me myself also. I would encourage you, the young youth, to work hard. Because sitting is not the solution to everything. Because you find you cannot get money, you still have to wait for your parents to give you money, and yet you have energy to do something.
Yes.
So let's not sit on our talent, whatever we are or whatever we have. Let's try and see, and we are the same people to guide those ones who are coming.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. I want in just a few words, then to please wrap it up and let's see.
I just want to encourage anyone that there's no more so-called side hustle. Every hustle is a main hustle.
Repeat that.
There's no more side hustle. Every hustle is a main hustle.
Every side hustle, every hustle
Is a main
is
hustle.
a main hustle.
Yeah. People try to do it temporarily, put one leg, put there. You've got to give it all your heart.
Yes.
Business requires your full-time commitment in whatever way you can. And for the young people, especially the women or female entrepreneurs, there is a lot that you can do around yourself. One, start with the social capital you have, which is already God-given. Friends, relatives, the people who know you, even the community around you. Or if you are in a place, look at the available opportunities that you can explore. Reach out for people, for supplies. Reach out offices, reach out for business owners on what you can supply to them. Don't wait for the opportunity to come and fall upon you. If you know that you have gardens in your backyard, and you have cabbages, you have katunkuma, you have all these things, approach someone who has a hotel and a restaurant that you have this potential and you would want to supply them. Start from whatever little that you have to create opportunities, to explore the opportunities around you, and then look out for mentors. You see, women ought to take men out for coffee. Very important. Women ought to take out men for coffee.
Okay.
Because you will never get the knowledge if you don't engage these people. And I know that the female and the male gender can be challenged if you say, oh, I want to take you out for coffee. But I wouldn't be surprised if you wanted to say, how do you do it? I know you are successful. I know you are in this area. What do you go through? What do I need to do to be a better me? Look for a mentor. At times, women are not good mentors to fellow women. I know.
Why?
Actually, I know because of the of inbuilt competitiveness and jealous and so many other issues that
Isn't
come
that a
with it.
misconception?
At times, it's a misconception, yes,
Yes.
but there is also a conception. It can be a conception.
It's just
it
like
can
someone
also be
saying
a
all men are
conception.
harsh.
No,
Yes.
no, and no. Very few people will even open up to tell you how they make money. Did you study how to make money, Maureen? Have you ever studied anywhere where they teach you how to make money?
No, we learn from other fellow people that have
Exactly.
been doing it. Yes.
Exactly. But it happens that men dominate most of the industries which generate some bit of high revenue streams.
Yes.
And they connect quickly the dots. But when a woman takes a man out, at times it is misinterpreted as making a move for something else.
Yes.
But yet it could be deliberate. Men take men out. I've just come out of a meeting, I told you.
Yes.
And I was meeting men. And we were strategizing on how to make something work which can bring money.
Yes.
So what stops you from approaching a man on that ground? You still remain with all the rights and all the preservations to say no to any other move.
Yes.
But only if they can help you to tell you how they have made it or make a connection complete. I've also seen women doing that and they have succeeded. They have approached men in ties in offices looking for contracts and they have secured them. So please take that step forward, a leap of faith, and be confident. No one can create a future that you want. If no one gives you the future that you want, create it by yourself.
Create it on your own.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Wow. If you
Thank you.
haven't picked up something, I don't know. Because for the last couple of weeks, the culinary opportunity, yes, cooking foods, different food, the culture tourism, talking about where you are from, what they used to do, the ancestors, how it has been, and that evolution into now. All that is an opportunity for making money. Now we come down here, woodlots. We are talking about how to not only utilize dormant resources, but how to integrate them. There's quite a lot of fascination with the green economy right now. How people are contributing to climate change. All these different things, how people can safeguard themselves. Please do something. Start wherever you are. And just as it has been mentioned, if you don't know, seek a service. Get out. And it's actually encouraging women, please, to reach out to men who have actually made it. The fascination and the misconception out there is that whenever a woman reaches out, a young woman or an older woman reaches out to another man in looking for all this information, that there is another sexual connotation. But no, you have every right to desist. If someone disturbs you in that particular way, you have every right to object and say, no, this is what brought me. So let it not stop you from getting that information that is needed. Young women, please get up. Do something. Arise and do something on your own. Take advantage of these resources. Until the next episode, this has been Doreen Kemcha on Women in Business. We are so thankful to you, Bernard, and to you, Olivia. Keep doing what you do and keep mentoring others. And would be delighted to have you as well on different episodes as well. So this has been Women in Business on Smart 24 TV, still talking about women in tourism. Meet you next time as we get to see another inspiring story from someone who is making it. Until then, bye-bye.